Okay, so we can start. Dear chess friends, dear organizers, dear FIDE officials, let me welcome you at today's pairing for the Grand Prix in Berlin. It's the first Grand Prix taking place this year, but as you know, according to decision of players, it's considered to be Tournament B. So we go with the pairing. The role now for us is to make the random pairing to choose players into 4 pools A, B, C, D according to their current rating. For some of you, maybe it's the only change that Mr. Hari Krishna replaced Mr. Wei. So he takes his place number 12, but according to his rating, he is considered in the 3rd group, in the 3rd basket. If you everyone agree, we use the online computer system that will split players into these 4 groups, 4 pools. You know, there is only one restriction. There is not allowed to have more than 2 players in one pool. So we have to be careful when splitting the players. This is only one possibility. It can happen, so we have to avoid it. Everything else is accepted. So now we have 16 players divided into 4 baskets according to their current rating. Now we start with the first basket with the top 4 rated players, and the system decides who goes in the pool A. So in the pool A is Mr. Grishchu. In the pool B is Mr. Ding. Let's wait. In the pool C is Mr. Aranyan. And so Mr. So goes to the pool D.
Brilliant.
Now the system decides from the 2nd basket, so players from 5th to 8th play and splits them among those pools. So we start with the 2nd basket. We can start. Once again, pool number, pool A. It's Mr. Nakamura in the pool A. Mr. Rapport in pool B. Mr. Guirati in pool C. And Mr. Dominguez automatically goes into pool D. From the 3rd basket, we have another 4 players. We start first one chosen to pool A, so the system can start from the 3rd basket. We have Mr. Andrejkin in the pool A. Mr. Fedoseev in pool B. Mr. Dubov in pool C. And Mr. Hare Krishna pool D. Just for attenders, now we have to be sure that the situation with 3 players from one federation doesn't happen. There is still one possibility, but we start with the system from the last basket. And first of all, we go to the group A, if it's possible. It's Mr. Bakrot in group A. Mr. Oparin, group B. Mr. Kamer in group C. And so the Mr. Shiro is in group D. Just for short repetition, the composition of the pools for the Grand Prix in Berlin is Pool A with players Grishchuk, Nakamura, Andrejkin and Mr. Bakrot. Pool B with Mr. Ding, Rapport, Fedosiev and Mr. Oparin. Group C, Mr. Aronyan, Mr. Guirati, Mr. Dubov and Kamer. And Group D, Mr. So, Dominguez, Hare Krishna and Mr. Shirok. I can confirm that we fulfill the conditions according to the Grand Prix regulation. There are not more than 2 players in each pool from the same federation. This is the final pairing prepared for this tournament. Thank you for your attendance. See you soon.